Hello everyone, welcome in. It is a Sunday, last stream of the week, and we are doing some more Metaphor ReFantazio. I think we're fighting Luis for the second time, because that's what I was grinding earlier today for. Hope you're all doing well, hope you're all eating, drank, slept, taking in vacations, hope you may need, and taking care of yourself, those around you. Let me know how your day's been, let me know if you eaten, let me know you drank. Let's start the music. Change gift tuber. I don't know why I went to game streams already, but it is what it is. Is it frozen? Yep, it is. Boom. Up. Load up. There we go. Yep. I have no idea how we're gonna deal with this. I think I leveled up 12 levels since last time you saw me. What can I say? I put the work in. And that was somehow within 4 to 5 hours, which makes me happy. We're here now. Okay, so we're gonna talk to Basilia.
Yo,
for his thing. Let's go.
Right then.
Let's get moving. That's you. Hard luck, chum. Afraid your remedies just sold out. We'll check back when the seasons change, eh? It's about when all the peddlers pass through.
Huh?
Can't wait that long though. Those are the only things that actually do something for the pain.
Oi!
Strike me down. Is that you, Basilia? Oh, cool.
Vinka?
Ah, shit. I know those ears. Vinka? You gotta be kidding me. You survived, eh? Got as big as a house? Put the words out of my mouth, mate. Look at you, Basilia. You're bleeding massive. Suppose you'd have to be bigger, though. It's been years since we were kids.
Hey.
By the way, who's this little squirt? It's off a crony.
Nah.
Nothing like that. Callie's a comrade. Oh, a friend. I have to watch what you're saying anyway. You don't care what tribe you're? Well, that tracks. You got it rough enough. I suppose nobody knows the side of the world better than an elder. Name's Vinka. Good to meet you. Me, Fidel, and Basilia go way back.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise, pleased to meet you too.
Truth is,
Vinka was here with us when at the Ignite Experiment Factory back when Del and I were kids.
oh,
Hell, you even told him about the facility, eh? Must be some friend if you could talk about all that mess. I have to say though, it's damn good to see you. After you two ran off, the rest of us were praying you'd make it out alive. Some smart ass had it in mind to bet on you, bet on whether you lived or died. Except everyone bet on you living, so that settled that. Sounds to me like you won that bet. Well, Fidelio's always been sharp as a blade. Figured as long as they stuck together, that they'd have a fair shot.
speaking of,
Speaking of which, you're after some of these herbs, yeah? Yeah, take them. Got to mock our reunion somehow.
serious?
Huh? I mean, I'll not turn them down, but are you gonna need them yourself? What, these? No worries. These will have just been my just-in-case supply. Go on, have them before I change my mind.
Thanks.
Well, sorry for the trouble. Thanks all the same.
So,
How's Fidelio? His tongue as sharp as his wits, but I'd love to have a chat with him all the same.
Adele.
Dell's gone. He died. Right then.
Hey,
Hey, what's wrong? I'm fine. Just slept wrong, got twinges all. Always had been the only lad who I know who can screw up sleeping.
well then.
Sorry. I'm headed home for the day. Next time, let's talk more about Fidelio. Yeah? Right. You sure you're good there? How you doing, Vinka? We just met a character called Vinka. Shite. His chest hurting that bad, I wonder he sleeps at all. What'd you miss last night? Shit, what did you miss last night? Last night was beating Rella and then running around and talking to people. We got our friendship with Maria all the way up. We got Heismay's friendship all the way up to about rank 7. We got Yufa's friendship all the way to rank 5. We got some of Juna's missions up. And yeah, that's kind of it as far as I remember. Preparing to fight Luis, trying to punch a twink today. Well, one way or another we got the herbs. Looks like I owe you and Vinka, Al. Oh, I got it. I'll cook something up for you. No, I don't look like it, but I'm an elder chef, mate. I look forward to it.
Then.
You better. You've put a smile on Dal's face, my cooking did. Oh, we're both partial to Parapus food anyhow.
Leave it to me.
Done deal. I'll whip you up a feast, so I hope you're ready. I can sense Basilio's kindness and trust. Rank 2,
Hope
baby.
you're ready.
Cool.
Listen.
Did you hear? They found a clergyman's body over at the church.
What in the world?
His neck was broken, right? It's horrifying. It's bound to be some pagan from out of town. A murder? That's nasty business, that. Better get back before we get caught up in anything messy. But yeah, today we're gonna fight Luis and deal with whatever's after that. Because I don't think it would be the last time we fight Luis. This would be what, the second time? So something tells me there'll be a third. I'm going to talk to Eurus. Yummy. Tension in the air is to be expected, eh? Or with the fight against Luis looming over us, but don't get too worked up, my boy. More importantly, it's time for a surprise inspection by yours truly. Have you two found anything of interest in your travels? I handed Eurus something I had no use for anyway. Strange little curio, this. Its mechanism looks quite crude. No, wait a second.
I see.
This one looks to have a little what's-it just here. Oh, don't tell me, it can't be this simple.
Genius.
Ah, spot on. Ah, my dear little bundle of joy, how I've been waiting to meet you. Whoa! It really was a relic, huh? Aha, and naturally, this is where it connects to the other. Yes, I suppose that confirms the hypothesis.
Eureka!
Inspiration strikes. An absolute corker of inspiration. Al, it's all thanks to you.
Thank you.
Nice. Oh yeah? We have picked up quite a few now. You think we're close to finishing it?
No.
Not quite yet, there's 2 left. The old goat's notes mark the full set of 8 pieces. And out of those 2, one is...
Hey.
Say, would you mind joining me on a short jaunt somewhere? Won't take just but a moment. Sure, but where? Conteh, where you grew up? We teleported back to Grand Trad, whereupon Eurus took us to the corner of the city, to the garage of his mansion. Okay. Yeah, this place isn't so much a house as it's a gauntlet-running garage, no? Did you actually sleep here?
Quite.
Indeed. I slept, ate, woke up right next to old girl. Isn't that the stuff of dreams? Oh, so it was here all along, eh? I knew it. Oh, yes, that's the ticket. Fits right into the rest. Well, how now? I found a relic in my own home. Nice.
The truth is,
You know, there's an odd little dimple on the last relic. I told you before, didn't I? Back when I was a lad, I found a similar bit of rubbish on my fossil hunts. I realized this relic here, the one from my boyhood, was an exact match for the curious little shape made by the rest. Hence our little discreet scavenger hunt.
that's the ticket!
So I tried seeing if the pieces connect, and whiz bang pow, perfect fit! Ah, it's a heavy burden to bear, being this generation's greatest mind. Well, good thing you held on to it for so long. Indeed! I'd say my younger self deserves a retroactive pat on the back. If I had not noticed, the relics would have been a short family member forever. Been quite a while since I was here last. Nostalgia rather gets to a chap. This used to be my whole life. This is where I dreamed of the skies. This is where my dream was born. Where I strove for those heights. And where it all came crumbling down.
Rather.
When Hulkenberg dragged me out of my workshop, well, never thought I'd actually find my wings. Coming on this journey with you has changed me for the better. And I'll stick with you till the end, you hear?
Right.
You're one of us, Eurus. You're too kind, old chap. Rest assured, I know the great things you're all bound for, and I'll get you there. I can feel Eurus's extraordinary trust in me as an ally. Yeah, baby. Rank 6.
My heart's pounding and my soul's...
There's only one more component. Where's the safety mechanism? But if there's only one more component, where's the safety mechanism? No, too early to say without seeing it first. In any case, just one more to go. We've come this far, so we've got to finish it now. I know you can do it.
This one's important.
Okay. Find clues in a notebook. Here.
What?
What was that noise? You have a dog? There's not many folks in town who live on this street in this part of town. Just the wind, my girl. Just the wind.
Right then.
I'm going to clean up a bit, grab some things and go. You two head back to the runner first, eh? I'll be along shortly.
Come on!
Whatever you say, just make sure to come back before it gets too late. Parted ways with Eurus and return to the group ahead of him. We're as prepared as we can be, and tomorrow's the big day. We'll be up against Eurus, and this time he'll be ready and waiting for you.
You...
Captain, surely you have reservations about this. Forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn, but is your mind truly clear of doubt?
Somehow...
I mean to say, if you strike down a man who's not your true enemy, will you truly be able to call yourself a righteous prince? If I'm being honest,
However,
I challenge you only on this because I think it foolish to be brought to a standstill by it.
may I speak?
I do not believe Louis innocent in the slightest. On the contrary, but a few months, he has slain the king and your comrade besides. Is it any wonder that people seek to end his life? He has lived by a doctrine of power. His every step has been in service of that purpose. He sealed his fate, and you, as a contender of the throne, should not waste any time deliberating over whether such an ideology is fit to rule. Is that not so?
It'll be all right.
You're already in second place in this contest. Countless people have thrown their support behind you. Never forget that. I like the way Heisman's ears just stand up like that. I agree. They're just fun. Heisman made a good point. If we're gonna take back the country, you can't let any self-doubt stop you in your tracks here.
I can't lose.
Everything we've done has been for this day. So let's take it all in and stick it to Luis Varela. Stick it to Luis Varela, Grius, and everyone we've lost.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. All the pain we've endured will be your power in the end.
Right.
I don't want a king who believes might makes right. There's no reason you can't be a contender yourself.
Besides,
And now that you've declared yourself the prince, it's not like you can afford to fall on your face in front of everyone. Anyway, I read that wrong. I read that so
that
wrong.
reminds me.
You charge phone? All good. Nereus apparently wants to make some kind of grand entrance into Grand Trap with Skyrunner. Despite everything going on, that's his biggest priority, but maybe that's exactly what we need to make this work.
Okay then.
Well then, let's get a full night's rest, and so that we're ready for tomorrow. Let's see what happens here.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Yeah.
It's finally here.
So we set off for the royal capital. In the decisive battle of our lives. I'm a little disappointed. I just began to grow accustomed to the cold. I can't say the same. Regardless, we've done all that we can here. Let us depart with our heads held high, yes? Yours seems thrilled about arriving by sky instead of teleportation magic. All it takes is a day to get from there to here. We'll have them city folks shaking in their boots. Let's meet at the running once we've polished off breakfast. Okay.
At last, only a day remains.
Whatever Luis throws at us, this is where we end it.
Between him and the Criers, he's certainly made a production of this. You don't suppose it's a trap?
Nah, he just loves a battle that'll make history. That's the bastard through and through.
Indeed. The man's in first place right now. Not much he stands to gain from subterfuge. But I'll admit, I have my own suspicions.
What? Losing your nerve, old fella? Me? I'm ready to lay the bastard out. I owe him at least one solid whack in the face from Ardell.
You can start with one for Del. Give him 100 for yourself. If he becomes king, the kingdom is finished. Maybe even destroyed from the sounds of it.
Rella said as much too. About the country being overrun with hordes of humans. That might be his real aim. Though I can't for the life of me think why Luis would want that. I thought he'd made his name as this grand human slayer.
At the very least, we know that Luis will not wield the king's magic to save this land.
We have our own future we're dreaming of. For Maria and Fabienne. For Grius and Brella. We've got to win this. For everyone's sakes.
You would pursue peril.
Great. The stage is set for the decisive battle to take place in Grand Trad. And so the Gauntlet Runner takes to the sky. He does not return within the hush of teleportation magic as a mere wanderer, but with the fanfare required of one who would claim to be prince. He is a boy no more. He stands now on equal footing with Luis, and his triumphant descent over the capital will finally make that known, whether or not his gambit is only a means to an end.
He's here! Wow! It's really him!
Welcome back,
This is so saucy.
Your Highness.
It's His Royal Highness the Prince. We've been waiting for you. Go and teach that damn Luis a lesson.
Finally! This is better than any of the fables. I'm putting all my money on Luis to win.
Sounds like they're more excited about the spectacle than about the prince being alive. Still, I suppose it makes sense.
But by the faces in the sky and upon the rock, we are squarely set in second place. Even with the gap between us and Luis, the prince has faithful supporters.
Though 'tis not truly His Highness's face wrought in stone, but our captain's. After all this time, I cannot help but feel conflicted.
I remember you was conflicted.
For an old woman like me. Saint Rella spoke truth. We need the help of His Royal Highness the Prince.
He's the boy with the saint's blessing. He's got to be genuine. If the Sanctus Church's power is waning, should I take His Highness's side over Luis?
Even after her confession, they still keep her words close. I suppose no amount of past sins could make them forget her genuine kindness. Seems strange to say, but we owe her a great deal. Without her, the people would never have come, much less placed their trust in us. We can't let them down.
But looking around the city, some of the fervor seems beyond reason.
Your Highness, you can't stop at Luis. You've got to kill all the idiots who believe in him. They're not right in the head.
That right? You're the ones who aren't right in the head. It's because of stiff old cowards like you that this country's been spinning its wheels. Not ever getting better.
Then why hasn't Luis shown up yet, eh? Sounds like he's your coward after he arranged all this too.
True enough. If he doesn't even show up after all this fuss he's made, everyone would feel like fools.
Probably going for another big grandstanding entrance like at the royal funeral.
Don't care what he's planning. Either way, he's dead meat.
Save your fury for the fight ahead. But still.
Over there! His Royal Highness the Prince has arrived.
Whoa, and Lady Juna as well.
I say, nothing wrong with an adoring public, but this is getting more claustrophobic than the engine room. We don't want to get stuck. I'm popping back in the room.
Let's head to the Hushed Honeybee Inn for now. I'm sure Maria will be happy to see us back.
Yeah. Let's go see Maria. Oh, my ankle.
All the customers say they're on your side. I was surprised at how popular you are.
Thanks for helping, Maria. We couldn't have done it without you.
I tried my very, very best.
I never thought Luis would be the one throwing down the gauntlet to you. If he'd survived, I'm sure he'd say the same. You'd better get some rest tonight. Come on, Maria. It's time you went to bed.
I wish we could stay up and talk more. Good luck tomorrow. I'll be cheering for you.
Yeah. It's finally happening.
You've got to win this. For Grius' sake, too.
Victory is in our grasp. We once thought it impossible to save His Highness the Prince, after all, and he now lives.
But without the king's wards, we'll be fighting on even ground. He won't make this easy on us.
The king's magic lived up to the legends.
capable of shaking the world itself. Every man, woman, and child has been at its whims for months.
Not the kind of power any of us want in Luis's hands.
But will this fight truly settle everything? By the spell's own rules, the throne will go to whoever wins the most support. Even after this battle, the crown's fate isn't set. We saw how the people's hearts have been whipped to dangerous passions. When the dust settles...
Whatever they make of it, we've come this far. All we can do now is finish our fight and strike to kill. Any less, and Luis will cut us down.
Indeed. Let us now devote ourselves to victory, and then worry of what comes after. We must believe in all we've yet accomplished.
This should be our last battle against Luis. I'm just trying to stay hopeful, knowing how far we've come. Now you've awoken your archetype, forged friendships, and taken so many burdens on your shoulders. You've really risen to this fight.
It's been an honor to serve.
Wow. Listen to you sounding like a proper hero.
You taught me
I suppose the
everything
prince
I
thing is
know.
rubbing off on you, but it takes me back. If the prince could see you now, he'd be pretty proud of you. Don't you think? I mean, you and he were best friends. Best friends. Wait, what?
What's the matter?
Oh, sorry. I felt like I'd misspoke for a second or something. Don't mind me. Anyway, we'll make sure this is the end for Luis. Gotta report our victory to His Highness personally, right?
I can sense Gallica's strong determination and resolve. Oh shit,
It's like
okay.
I'm seeing the prince smile again.
Interesting. I keep forgetting some of hers
Right.
actually happened in the story.
Let's get some rest. We'll need it come tomorrow.
It's been a while.
So?
So your platform is just sleep. Can I also do archetypes? I would like to. Okay, Soul Hacker, Samurai, Paladin, Ninja. What else is fine? Cool. As you can see, I've mastered a few more. Let's see what else.
What now?
Do I have any more? I do. Let's do Merchant.
A new power to wield.
I'm going to now. Let's get all of
My power
Esme's up.
swells forth. Steady effort is key. I have retained my edge. My power swells forth. I have retained my edge.
There we go. So what I'm gonna do is change Crimson Flame, lower Decaja.
All right.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Leave that.
All right.
Go. Cool. something for healing. Could do Medica.
All right.
I'll do Medica. Stroll. Also like you. Wait, do you have Thief? No, he hasn't got any in Faker. Which is fine. She has none in Faker as well, I think. But she does have Shield Arts, which is very useful. Really nice proclamation at the top. It's a really nice proclamation then. That's right. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens. Let's move that and go with.
All right.
Yeah, let's do that. Go run that.
Okay. What now?
Sorry, I'm kind of nervous about this. Number 7. To bed. Is Morgan a summon us? I don't think he is. Okay. Oh yeah.
At long last, my lord, our investigations have borne fruit. We know where the true prince lies.
Okay.
Those loyalists who disappeared with the prince led us right to him. We found traces of their coming and going.
Where was he hiding?
Far to the west of the royal capital, deep within a forest said to bewitch those who should wander in. An old village, erased from today's maps. That said, against all odds, it seems that this place is...
The lost village of the Elder. Last trampled by Fortin's troops, sent to burn it to the ground.
You knew then?
I see now. To hide in a place publicly declared as destroyed. Quite a gamble. The prince was born there, you know. An illegitimate son, after the past king's heart was drawn to a woman of the village in his youthful years of debauchery.
What? Then the prince really does bear elder blood.
Fortin did not raise the village for any defiance of his scriptures. He thought only to eliminate an inconvenient heir, a threat to his power, before his birth was known. The prince's survival, his complete disappearance, this was the missing piece. Zorba, go and snuff them out for good.
Sir, consider them annihilated. I've been hoping for an opportunity to test this newfound power.
Now, the battle at the royal capital looms. I must begin my own preparations. If you call yourself the prince, then I will give you a prince's end. And I have just the spell to do it.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning. Did you sleep well? Ready to face the day?
This time, I won't let you down.
Stop that. You never have before, and you won't start today. Try to relax. And don't let this weigh too heavy on your shoulders.
But you have to come back, no matter what, okay?
I confess my mind strays back to the royal funeral. Yet we are more than we ever were then. Now we have the power to see this through.
Let's get out there, thrash him, and come back here to celebrate.
Never thought we'd find ourselves back at the Grand Cathedral for the final showdown. Let's pull ourselves together, ready our supplies, and give him hell.
Definitely need to raise supplies. I am out.
Let's head there.
Can we talk?
Just everything you need. This way, this way. Am I armored up?
Hey!
Yeah, got build discount. Sell. Not sell. Cool. Now let me sell. Get buy. Oh, Calcamail, crazy. I like their evasion being higher. I'm getting at one. Got another one. It's good. Oh. Plus me. He's great. You. Good. May as well get a Falcon bag as well. Start Falcon vest for myself.
Yeah.
Now.
Understood.
Cool. May as well get one more.
Ah, I get it.
Cool. Let's do equipment. How you doing, Jackie? Things are going well. We're gonna fight one of the big bosses. I doubt this will be like the end fight, but yeah, we're doing well. Hope you're doing well.
Nice.
Cool. Have to write my name. I know what you mean. It's fine. My name's been my name for decades now, so is what it is. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Accessories. Am I nervous about this? Of course. But we'll see what happens. Weapons.
Hello there.
Yeah. Cool, common sword. Calcum saber. Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sentinel's Lance.
Indeed.
I'll buy Fist of Justice just on the side. Fist of Smite, Mile on the side. Oh shit, I don't have money for anything else. About to play a new game, Baldur's Gate 3. Sick. I hope you enjoy it. I have a pretty good history with it. And by that I mean I know of the series just growing up, but you know, it's what it is. Should have chose Brimming Katana. Let me sell some things then. Yep.
Now then.
Silver Sword. Thaddeus. The line.
Now then.
Do I have any multis?
Now then.
Sell. Sell. Actually, sell that as well.
Now then.
That. I have 18 of these? Still 17. Didn't know, but I picked balance to start with. Nice. I don't know what that means. I haven't played it functionally. I've just seen other people play it, and I know of the series. Past that, I know nothing. But from what I know, you should enjoy it. Not as like a point to you, being like, you'll enjoy it, but more of a, it should be enjoyable. There should be something in there for you to enjoy. If you already like Dungeons & Dragons, I think you'd enjoy it. Oh, you love D&D? Perfect. Yeah, you're pretty much good. Also, all good, Vinka. Do what you need to do.
Oh, nice.
How nice.
Understood.
Yep. Great. That's all I have money for. Shit, I don't have enough money for anything in here. Oh, I'm an idiot.
And what is it?
I don't need revival medicine. Oh, you guys suck. You guys don't have shit. Yeah, you guys don't have shit. Fuck. Okay.
What now?
Save. I spent a lot of money, so I'm gonna split the saves again. I don't want to be wrong in my purchases.
Ready?
Time for a showdown. Let's go.
tricky situation. Can't exactly say I'm the tournament's official crier anymore, things being what they are. I mean, Sanctifex Forden and St. Rella are gone. Bluntly speaking, there is no tournament anymore. But like hell, if that's gonna stop me as a lone citizen watching over the future of our country, you can look to me for the latest news on this upcoming fight. Woo! Live free, Crier! Fight the power! Very good. Let's begin, shall we? The Day of Judgment is here. The final fight between Luis, military paragon and one-man army, and the boy who claims to be the fallen prince. The entire continent's eyes are on this battle, folks, and only one of them's walking away. Let's see a show of true strength, worthy of our new king.
Your Highness, you can win. Give Luis the boot.
Count Luis! Kill that imposter!
It looks to me like Luis hasn't even bothered to show at the royal capital.
Oh, there's no way he'd run away from this. Anytime now. Anytime.
Whoa, over there! It's Luis's gauntlet runner! And so the leading candidate finally makes his appearance. The two titans of this race have finally come face to face. Let's introduce our candidates once again for this final bout. Our first candidate, Count Luis. Adopted son of a minor nobleman, he rose to fame on his incredible military merits, quelling domestic conflicts and almost becoming our nation's youngest general. Suspected of attacking His Highness, he was denounced and cast down, but his name has since been cleared, and now here he stands, closest to the throne. Then we have the Elden candidate, he who claims to be none other than His Highness, the Prince. Though his identity is uncertain, his strength is undeniable. Through his campaign, we've seen his team flourish, counting even the songstress Juna among them. The time has come to demonstrate his power. Will it be enough for this youth to take the throne?
I have to commend you. A lesser man would have run. This all began with the king's failings. He was an unworthy ruler, and his incompetence bred the chaos that followed. You, who claim to be the prince, what do you believe the people seek in their king?
The intellect to resolve everything.
Can intellect alone protect the people? In the end, words are nothing against power. Now let me ask you, my gathered people, what is it that makes a king?
Power! My Lord Luis, kill him now! Only the strong can rule!
Your Highness, show us your power!
Young candidate, have you or your party any final speeches before the duel?
We have only one thing to say. Wake up! Luis's fair world is barbaric. A land where the strong prey on the weak. He promises protection, but he is the very man who would see you slain. Hear this. Luis ordered my home destroyed by a human. Are we a land of animals? Or are we a nation united in the protection of the weak, in raising up our neighbors?
He's the type of man who will kill anyone who gets in his way. If you crown him king, I know the country will burn. Rella said as much.
People, do not let your hearts falter. I desire but one thing, a world without inequality. And I shall gladly offer my shield to all of those who follow this ideal. Those who do not, however, will be slain without mercy or regret. It could not be simpler.
If your equality means you will sacrifice the people who need help most, then I
Welcome back,
deny
Thinker.
your world.
Yeah, we're fighting the
So,
twink now.
You think you have the strength to protect the weak? Then prove to me these are more than empty words.
The wannabe.
Come then, and act your part in this showdown.
Publicly?
I
Ew.
have a new world to build, and you will die in its name.
The time has come.
Ninja!
We're finishing this. Here and now.
Let's quick change outs.
How about this?
Yep.
We settle this here.
I'm going to use Special Salvo.
There is no I shall vanquish evil. Burn to ash!
Okay.
Paladin!
Proclamation.
I stand waiting.
Please.
Again?
Ninja! I have my
Decrease.
methods.
You defy the power of strength.
Salvo.
There is no escape from me.
I'll cut you down.
Edging edge.
You defy the rule of strength, then die by it.
Is that all?
There we go. Yeah, he's not harder than a dragon. To be fair, I did also grind like 12 levels just before.
Come, accept my challenge. I strike to kill.
Nice try.
Ninja!
Several ailments slowing you down.
Come forth, royal soul.
Salvo.
Are you prepared? Here.
Medium. Heavy. Nice.
Let justice prevail.
Medi.
My thanks.
My thanks.
Screams a lot.
Can you endure it? I strike to kill.
Oh no, my weakness.
Good.
Fair play, fair play.
Hulkenberg!
Face me!
You've got several ailments slowing you down.
Too much to the rear. All power of kings. How about this?
Just attack. Okay, I'm all vortex. Ooh, that's beautiful. Let's do Raging Edge. And Hornet's Proclamation.
I stand waiting.
I see. It would appear you have the metal to defend your claims. Then I need not hold back either. I
Go ahead.
will annihilate you! Can you endure it? I strike to kill! I strike to kill!
Anyway. Bro, you're so weak. What happened? Increased attack.
You defy the rule of strength.
Increased defense. Raging Edge. Nice Proclamation. It's just incredibly useful. Uh-huh.
Can you endure it? I strike to kill!
Yeah.
Come, accept my challenge.
Tactic.
I strike to kill!
Well, good thing she's not attacking.
Hulkenberg!
Ninja!
You've got several ailments slowing you down.
Smashing salvo.
There's no escape.
Smashing salvo.
Good. Very good. Yours is a worthy power, one untainted by petty tactics or cheap tricks.
Like yours?
However...
Damn. This really isn't the end of fighting him, I guess.
Magnificent. You truly have become more powerful.
I know.
But I would expect no less of a remnant of humankind. You're a survivor of a lost tribe, aren't you?
Humankind?
Because he's elder, you would call him a monster.
You should know the truth by now. After all that time I allowed you to spend on that pagan island. History, as told by the Sanctus Church, is a fiction. No doubt you saw all the evidence of a truer history. One that told of ancient times where the land was ruled by a far different people.
You mean the legends according to the murals and ruins from the temple?
Yufa! Don't humor him.
But if that war between gods truly did come to pass...
Gods? How droll. They may have governed all things with works far beyond ours, but they were no gods. They were an ancient tribe unlike any other race, now lost. Wielders of true magic. The modern age saw them called Elder, shunned from our cities. But in their time, they were known as humankind.
I thought humans were those mad monsters. What are you trying to say now? Luis, you dog.
Your lies will soil His Highness's name no longer.
You believe it false? What would I stand to gain from lies?
Elda are actually humankind? Why wouldn't I know that?
Hear me! His appearance as a boy is mere trickery. In truth, he is humankind. He is kin to the feral monstrosities that roam this land, leaving carnage in their wake.
He doesn't know when to give up. No one would believe this madness.
No need to distress yourself. I'll show you the proof. You, boy, who call yourself the prince. You will be the cornerstone upon which my utopia is built.
Utopia?
What's happening?
What is him?
Witness the truth, good people. You would know the identity of your would-be prince. Here he is.
It's a monster! It's a human! It's coming.
The truth of the humans is laid bare. They're no beasts, but another form of the Elder Tribe. Cast aside their guise with magic, and they reveal their true colors. He is no royalty, no boy, but a ruthless fiend intent on your throne!
It's not true! It has to be one of the Count's illusions!
What illusion? That's no prince! It's a monster!
It'll kill us all! Run!
What has become of him?
It must be Luis's wicked magic. Yet, the aura of Magla, it's exactly like a human's.
He's not!
He's a human.
Hey! Snap out of it! You have to stop this!
Anyone in need? Was it too idealistic? Was it too naive to win?
Afraid.
These called it trickery. And even my very body.
Be not afraid, child. 'Tis not thy true self. 'Tis not thy true fate.
Who are you? What do you know about it?
In this moment, thy mind is disturbed, twisted by the power of that man. The time has come. Thou must face the truth deepest within thee.
What's that about?
The deepest truth?
Remember again thy true self, the purpose of thy birth.
My purpose? Yes, that's right. I took on a mission to save the prince.
An ideal world. Even if reality crushes everything I believe in, even if my ideals languish, I know I can trust you to see them through. It's always been that way. Whenever my life's been the hardest, you are always there to help me through it. After all, you're mine.
When?
Wake up! Wake up! Hey!
Are you well?
Yeah, babe.
I think so.
You seem coherent at least. We saw you take on a terrible, monstrous form. We knew not what to do.
You had vast reserves of magic poured into you. It was eating away at your body and mind, but I've managed to suppress it. He
Thank
may
God.
be back with us, but without rest, he will surely succumb to the spell. I don't know if he can withstand the same magic a second time.
I will not let you die.
It would appear the throne is now mine in every sense. None remain to oppose me. Your vengeance is at hand. Will you not finally slay the monster and avenge your people?
Shut up!
Unfortunately, the prince is finished either way. Both this imposter and the true prince at death's door, deep in the woods.
The true prince? You bastard! What have you done?
Bloody hell! Is that why he called us here? It was all just a bloody distraction!
Your part in this has ended. Go where you wish, but I advise you run fast if you would outpace your hunters.
Seize the monster! I don't care if you have to kill it!
Attention now. This looks dire.
How could you deceive us? I knew all along that filthy lowborn was hiding something. Monster!
We retreat to our gauntlet runner. We must find him safe haven to rest.
It won't be long until the entire kingdom hears of this mess. We've no safe haven left.
Gallica, we've only got one option now.
I'm worried about the prince too.
I know. We'll head to my home and the prince's refuge, the Elden Sanctum.
Okay. That's fine. I suppose I've drastically started something. I can't go back to normal speed. That was an accident.
Count Luis has saved the country. He has driven off the human who sought to usurp it.
Count Luis is our true savior.
Sounds like we've got our next king, then.
Might as well fall in with him. He'll keep us safe from any humans at the very least.
They'll be all right, won't they?
That boy is no monster. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Luis! What the hell did he do?
Stay safe out there, boy.
The flow of that evil Magla was surely born from Luis's magic. What a terrifying force.
I'll remember that sight for the rest of my days. But he hasn't got you beat yet, my friend. You can't tell me the fight's over.
I know, right? I suppose I continue to decline here.
Why?
There's no time to with. Let's set course to the ancient Elden Sanctum. Let's up.
It was more of a defeat than it was a departure. They board the Gauntlet Runner and rush from the capital, as though hiding from the shrieking animosity of the masses. What more can they endure? There is no light to be seen.
A hiding place for the Elder Tribe. Wonders never cease.
We can marvel at it later. The mirror hasn't shown me anything for a while. I can't even see the room now, let alone the prince.
No. Just after we'd finally resolved the curse, too.
Luis's final words trouble me. We must hurry on.
At first glance, it is a simple forest, deep as any other. But the observant may sense that every tree in its formation is ancient and grand, bathed in mystical serenity. The name of this place is familiar only to the few who grasp the truth. The ancient Elden Sanctum.
Can you walk, lad?
That's a relief. Seems like the rest on the right here did him some good.
Poor chap's even got me worried. I'll shuffle along too.
Hey, I reacted poorly when you were turned into that thing. I apologize. My mind just went blank. For a moment, I doubted you. Forgive me. I should have recognized Luis's drivel for what it was.
It's behind us now.
Nothing will shake me like that again, I swear it. I will never turn from you. And here's hoping there can be no surprises worse than that.
But what a sea of trees. If we get lost in here, we're never getting out.
I can sense a special barrier in place. Meant to deliberately lead people astray, too. A perfect place to hide.
Gallica, how fares His Highness? Does the Farsight Mirror yield any news?
No. I checked a bunch of times in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm not seeing anything. I'm worried.
Hurry and lead the way.
Right. Everyone stay close so we don't get separated. The village is this way.
Some eyes. Let's get to the prince. Who is it? Sorry, I just keep expecting to get jumped.
Huh? This looks like...
Aww, that's where they met.
Are you alright?
That's swimming. What is this place?
The Royal Flower? A surprise to see them blooming here.
Something about this place. Yes, the flow of Magla is strong here. It is much like the altar of the dragon god. The Magla in the air seems to be concentrated here. What is this place?
Gallica, something the matter? Your mind seems elsewhere.
Oh, sorry. I've got this weird feeling that something really important happened here. Anyway, let's keep moving.
So here you are at last.
Great, we gotta fight 2 twinks today. What's that?
Why?
Royal Tome, I never knew what these large represented royalty. What are they doing within the ancient sanctum? Illusion is one hell of a drug. It's gonna be a very interesting episode for us. Run downtown.
How odd. This place is clearly in ruins, but it doesn't look like natural decay.
It was burned to the ground. One day, a bunch of kingdom soldiers showed up out of the blue. Without so much as a reason. They made an inferno of the place.
But why? Why would His Majesty order such an atrocity?
Thinking back now, it may have been Forden who led the charge. I can't be certain. But if it was up to him, he would have done it just to purge the filthy Elda tribe.
Luis claimed that the Elden people were just another form of the humans. If he spoke true...
They're not. There's no way. Anyway, more than half of the villagers died in the fire. And those who survived were forced to hide in caves. That way everyone would think they were wiped out.
'Tis a shrewd ploy indeed, to hide in a place the enemy themselves saw destroyed. Yet, why did Alcis? No matter. His Highness is in this cave, correct?
Yes, over there.
What? That...
He draws no breath. Likely a stab in the back.
Likely.
I doubt he even had time to shout.
I'll give that away.
I recognize him.
It's fucking...
He was the associate of the first
Sherlock.
operative I came in contact with. He was a lot more skilled than those Sanctist warrior monks. Now...
Gallica, the cave is just ahead, yes?
Yes. It's past the woods, over there.
Then we move.
And just get to the cave. Michael, I'm sensing. I'm worried about the prince. We need to hurry over to the hideout on the lower level. Where'd it go? It's with the fairies. I think they feel a little alarmed if we all swarm down on them as a big group like this. For now, we can beam and move on. What are you doing now? What's that you, Jeff, doing now? It's a fairly old U-Chief man. It seems he's working to lay a body to rest.
Russell? You're safe!
Do we know this guy? Oh, he looks cool as hell.
My word. Is that you, Gallica?
You were His Highness's tutor.
I know but one red-tressed knight. Are you the royal guard? The Lady Hulkenberg? By the heavens. Then...
She's been helping us. Everyone here is a trusted ally. They've all fought to save the prince.
Alas. Oh, what a tragedy. If this reunion had only been a moment sooner.
Russell, where is His Highness? What happened? Is His Highness safe?
A few days ago, those detestable cursed thorns finally faded. I cannot tell you how long I had waited to see them gone. It was truly a joy beyond words. It happened before we could fathom it. A lone stranger, a loathsome figure came striding in. His Highness had only just regained consciousness since the curse's lifting. Yet, to protect us, he threw himself upon the assassin's blade. We were horror-struck. His Highness lay pierced through the heart, and we saw him breathe his last.
No, that can't be true.
The stranger was a master of magic. None could match him. Of the Resistance's numbers, only I remain.
Who was responsible for this?
I don't know who the murderer was, but he cried his patron's name aloud as he did the deed. For Count Luis.
From the moment he appeared, I believe his sole purpose was to kill His Highness. As soon as the lifelight left the prince's eyes, the stranger left with only a smile.
An innocent boy, twice tormented in the clutches of assassins. All because of the family he was born into.
Luis, there really is no evil you won't stoop to.
Please, Russell. Where is the prince?
We've laid him in the prayer room for now, at the end of the cave. He rests just this way.
You're coming, aren't you, love?
Of course.
I must go to him.
You're right. Maybe we'll find some way to help.
I'd heard a rumor that there was a boy candidate who claimed to be His Highness. So that was you? 'Tis just as St. Rilla said. You're no scoundrel. Indeed, you risked life and livelihood to see His Highness restored. Strange. Something in you reminds me of His Highness.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing. Well, I will go before you to the prayer room. Once you are ready, you are free to join me.
Before I go to the prince, I think I'll help Russell lay his body to rest.
You going to stay here?
No. I must bear witness myself. As his knight, I must.
Rest easy.
I'm a little worried.
Let's get as quickly as I can. Prayer room. Let's go.
It's nearly time.
His voice.
Long have I waited.
Hey, you.
So it's like I used to be shot in the prince. I can't bother.
You must hurry.
What is I'm doing?
The time has come. All was for this day. There is still time.
Anyway. It's just red. Let's go. Oh yeah.
What now?
Let's change my archetypal ring to igniter. Which one? Holiness. Let's do Chevalier.
This way.
Go back. All good.
No. Your Highness.
Why?
I didn't realize anyone still remained to weep over this child. Huh? Gallica!
Oh shit, it's her.
You've returned!
Oh, it's these two.
Gruide. It's been a long time.
May I ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village. The Hermitess Gruide.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when His Highness fled to these woods.
I can't believe he's gone. I'm just some parapus orphan from the slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince. Was he killed here?
No. It all happened in the bunk room in the back. We moved him here to the altar once all was quiet. I don't know if you'd believe me, but I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until the rightful day comes, even if the boy is but a bastard sired by that despicable man. He is still Her Majesty's son.
Despicable? What, you mean the king? Wait, who's Her Majesty?
Do you know nothing of the child's mother? The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess, the queen of our elder tribe. She was a flower amidst the forests, a woman of such beauty, grace, and kindness. She saved this child from the flames. It cost her her life. Her death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless. The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne.
Okay.
And that insipid king could do nothing to stop them. But you see, this boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so... You there, boy. Are you perhaps... no, it can't be. And yet...
Is something amiss, Milady Gruede? He is one of Gallica's allies. His loyalty stands with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Hurry.
I hear that voice again coming from somewhere.
Hey, are you okay?
The time has come. Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. This secret place was home to thee. Now remember thy path thus far. Walk thy life's road and see it anew.
Okay. Are we fusing?
I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not yet ended.
What do you mean?
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his light. Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt, all thou hast gained in thy journey's course.
And I look at the past. I see the roads I traveled on this journey.
Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Luis, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
In the prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike. Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
It was all for victory.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince
is no longer with us.
Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
That's not true.
If the prince is dead, weren't thy efforts all for naught?
His will lives on.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it. Thou hast earned the truth. He was consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive, so from his earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey. And thus his stilled sands began to flow once more. Thy journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, who art thou?
I'm the prince's friend.
Is that truly thy role? Clear your mind and think, to name but a few. Thy parents?
Don't have any of those.
Memories of
None of
thy
those.
youth? Hast thou any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent? Yes. Thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
I just don't remember.
Then search thy mind. Thou knowest the truth in thy heart, surely. Thou hast nothing. Thou art a being of mine own creation. 'Twas Gallica alone who the resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin. All thou hadst, all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince. Thy memories of youth in the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past. All signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing?
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey. The friendships made, the trust forged. These true things art thine own. All thy trials, all thy experiences wert to prepare thee for this day, to share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
Do you mean?
The trust and friendship I've gained has been there to support me. If they'd known I came from nothing, that I am nothing, would people who stood by me, believed in me? The same goes for the desire to help anyone in need. How is it that I've touted such a laughable, idealistic belief this long?
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced. If thy desire is instead for freedom, thou mayest still abandon thy mission and end it here.
Is that right?
I see. My true identity is...
So I bid thee answer my final question. Who art thou in truth?
I am... the prince.
Am I right or am I wrong? Oh my god, if I'm wrong.
What is this? I feel a curious resonance.
Could this be? But how? Impossible.
Hey, what's going on?
What awaits us now?
Life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world. In his stead didst thou travel the world. Thou didst support his heart, and became his living fantasy. That is thy true self. Thou art everything the prince sought to be, his ideal.
You aren't looking out from earlier than that? Just let him do that into his sleep?
It all began with the novel in thy possession. Drawn by the divine relic, Magla coalesced into flesh, and flesh coalesced into form.
Okay.
The form of an elder, as I once was.
That explains a lot. Or at least that's just what I'm accepting right now.
Awaken, reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
What? What is this?
What's happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
Get rid of Gallagher.
This voice. I'm sure I've heard it before.
Or the Queen's voice. Or the Elven Queen's.
Clearing. Remember now thy true charge. He was never a member of the Resistance. The mission, the departure, was thine alone. And thereafter didst thou encounter him.
Who are you? Wait, what am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance, the boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose, a memory so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
No, that can't be. He was there when we got our orders.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
No! But... I was alone?
By this choice, he might be saved. By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day when our dearest wish is fulfilled. As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom. It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him. He has now been saved. And so the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What? Wait just a minute. What do you mean it ends here?
From here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
How do we make sense of this?
Is it really you? How do you feel?
I feel a bit lighter.
Oh shit, different voice.
He is still himself. also sense His Highness within him.
Everyone, I need to tell you something. The truth is,
So let me get this straight. You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and His Highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
Then that's why he had no memories? 'Cause he didn't even exist?
I see. Finally, I understand the strange feeling I had sensed upon our meeting. What shaped you, so to speak, was the prince's will itself, a part of his consciousness. Yes, the prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh. Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material magla, much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Drakadios.
a mass of magla with a will. Forget the dragon god. He may as well have been a dragon himself. Small wonder he awakened to an archetype before anyone else. It was no great aptitude for magic. He himself was composed of pure magla.
The self, as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name? He truly was His Highness all along?
If that's true, this is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
But I failed to protect His Highness.
No. I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Fate was changed.
Are you really His Royal Highness the Prince? Please,
fuck up.
forgive me, Your Highness. I failed you when you needed me most. And more, despite being a member of your Royal Guard, I did not recognize Your Highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
Actually, you've been there for me this whole time.
He's right, you know. If we'd not met you, we'd certainly never have made it this far.
He's so nasal now.
I will protect you, even should it cost me my very life. I swear to it.
Finally, we've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
By the way, what are we supposed to call you now? I mean, how would you prefer to be addressed, my lord?
You can just keep, calling me Captain.
No, Your Highness! With all respect, I must object.
This is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we bally call him, so listen to him, eh? What?
You, sir, should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee. You mangled the royal runner to your own whimsy, you lout!
Well, that is, I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency, Your Highness.
So much for acting same as always.
Well, I'm glad we're hanging out.
It's beyond belief. Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us, but through such extraordinary circumstances. After so long in the curse's thrall, he could not even open his eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, he had been on his own journey. It was the boy's dearest wish. He spoke of a fantasy of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths. And without him even knowing, magic made it real. He is a child of Elden blood and Elden legacy. All all these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic. Perhaps this is how it came to be.
His was a fantasy surpassing fantasy. It became more than a dream, but a self-possessed force acting of its own volition. And now, reunited, Prince and fantasy live anew.
A journey to discover and reclaim the self, in all senses. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner. It was the Crown Prince himself.
Even having it all explained like this, it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
I can only guess that fate had a hand in it.
That's right. I remember. I heard a voice. Guide him, it said.
A voice? Whose?
If you can't remember anything from before our journey, then we probably met after you'd only just... happened, right? I shouldn't have known you then. But for some reason, I was convinced that we'd always been together. I thought we both received the order to save the prince, too. Ever since the moment I heard that weird voice guiding me.
A voice? Lady Gruaday mentioned a revelation. Hold on, are we still being mystic and metaphorical, or was there an actual guide involved?
I know someone was guiding me. I just don't know who.
So a disembodied voice. Hang on. Come to think of it, that sounds a bit familiar for me too.
Hey, who do you think the voice belongs to? Any idea?
I have a faint idea, but I'm not entirely sure.
Come to think of it, this place, the light coming in, they seem familiar.
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power, I had a vision of somewhere not unlike these grounds.
Does this mean that we've been guided as well?
Perhaps someone has been at your side unseen, watching over the course of your journey. I imagine all this comes as a great shock for you as well. But here you are, back in your rightful place. You have come to the end of your arduous journey and found new life. It is a life well won, grasped with your own two hands.
Chiefess Gruaday, we want to know everything. What is the truth behind your tribe, the Elder? We Mustari are also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by sanctism. But this village, it is something altogether different. I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light. Please, tell us, what is the Elder Tribe?
To know what we are, you must first know our history. Come to the altar room past the door. I'll wait for you there.
Okay. Fuck, alright. Jesus Christ.
Now what am I to do?
Yeah, it's time. Ambrosia, good. I don't need revival medicine anymore. 30 of those. I can only get one of these. Ah, shit. Fine. Let's go. Altar of Secret History. Oh shit.
Huh?
Lots of fairies. We're gone for several months.
Wow!
About that.
I'll play right now. There's a lot of fairies.
Oh, it's you!
And yet...
I almost said, is that Guy Fieri? of a guy fairy, but I'm so intrigued as to everything going on right now. What the fuck was that?
Does this depict the Elder tribe?
Elder comes from an ancient word, meaning only the old ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human tribe. So Luis's words...
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on? They were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety. Wait, that's not his voice anymore. Giving rise to tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries. You understand now, yes? We, the Elder, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
That means the prince, is to say, I am the scion of both the old world and the new.
It beggars belief. It is nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant Magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elder.
But if you swap the letters around, we're called Dale.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed, but its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elder denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king, the path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm,
His hands
and
up
to
towards
face
his head.
anxiety in their names.
Like he's taking a fucking phone call, bro. This is not that. This isn't that.
Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence.
Okay.
Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There's weakness in people. I'm sure there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
And besides,
but realistically or not, I refuse to accept Luis's methods as alternative. The weak and those who dissent don't deserve to die out as though that's the natural order. Woo! Ooh, the hair. Fresh braids, fresh bundles. My determination to challenge the unknown has awakened the heroic embodiment of Prince.
let's do it.
Is he speaking in an American accent or an English one at this point? If no one understands me right away, I accept that. There will still be meaning in showing them my convictions in the fight to come.
Let's fight.
That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end.
Gotta be.
No matter what.
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you. Even if it is scary.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray. But overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you, because I want to be.
I'll be counting on you as always.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
Gang shit.
Well, we're past the worst of it. But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, turning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Luis, he may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
Luis has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village. His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts, they're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious. As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius, a family of doctors, I believe.
Okay.
In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait, what about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw? Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
What do you wish to know?
What's forbidden spell?
What is this forbidden spell?
Yeah.
The essence of magic is in the control of Magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus, the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
Magla is a substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic. In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more magla from their hearts. Without the willpower to face your fear, the magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests, with the world embroiled in chaos. These outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster. Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, Even this transformation may be defied and overcome.
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge, even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible, instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
Who goes there? Someone flees!
That's him, the malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
After him!
Rob was so happy he stopped the prince. He must be mad as hell to find out that we are the prince. We had no casualties. However, we were swept aside like pebbles unworthy of even a glance. I could do nothing but watch. I was powerless against him. There was little else that could have been done. Responsible as they were for the downfall of the resistance, any move we might have made would have resulted in needless sacrifices. I believe the intruder sensed the power of the prince's awakening and came to investigate. I don't know why he would have run away, but surely he has a plan. Tread carefully, please. On me way.
Ready?
Let's go.
You! Zorba. So it was you behind the attack?
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, his aura felt awfully similar to yours. So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something stranger going on. Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must report back to Lord Luis.
Do you have any idea what Luis is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
If that is what Lord Luis so desires, then I shall see it done.
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself. He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What do you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame. Lord Luis is the true king, who will save the worthy.
Gotta say his headshot's kinda cunty, I'll give him that.
Nothing but a powerless imposter, only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory. Here, at his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler. Because he knows the people's suffering firsthand.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
Bastard! I wondered why you ran away. But it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
Keep your guard up. The Melancholia is fueling his magic power.
We've come too far to be stopped by something like him. Let's put our power on full display.
Let's fucking go.
This guy shows up again just when we've unlocked some new power. Kinda feels like fate by now. Okay, time for a new fight. Stay on your toes.
Exclusive protagonist, change out as a wish. Wait, what? This is part for all synthesis skills. Now the skills can be transferred.
Take it down and then get after Zorba.
The blade's
Fuck that apple, bro.
Now accept your fate.
Elusive dream on the apple.
Die! Apologies. Would you finish it?
Raging edge on everything. Flying card. Oh, nice proclamation.
That's finesse.
There we go.
Beautiful dodge, Heisman.
We might actually beat the shit out of this guy.
Vitus power.
Let's do. I'm gonna take a leg. Use elusive dream on this apple.
Good. Do not relent.
I shall vanquish evil.
Raging edge.
Right on target. Observe the enemy. Oh, power of heroes.
Again. Nice. Bang. Nice.
No holding back. Are you prepared?
There's strike.
Power of fire. Come. Fight me if you dare.
Quick, knock them off again.
Resisted. Amazing. Damn, we're actually doing really well.
Let's go.
Nice.
I'll use what I must.
Rage.
Slap! Formidable indeed.
Beautiful.
No holding back.
And raging edge. Beautiful. Right.
Blade in hand.
Quick, knock them off again.
This was really good.
Vitus power. Flare.
Magic Colonist. Easy moon.
Would
You.
finish it?
Are you prepared?
Raging edge.
I'll cut you down. You see that? Paladin.
I'm just gonna keep having her do this the whole time. It's gonna be a flow from now on. It's fine.
Quick, knock them off again.
And you got repelled. You fucking weak bitch.
Let's go.
I'll use what I must.
You know what? I'm gonna use. Shit, I thought I gave him something else. Look at.
I show no mercy. Commendable bearing.
I shall vanquish evil.
Raging edge.
Paladin. Is that all?
Amazing work. 10 out of 10. Nice. Let's do. Let's group strength.
This should suffice.
Thank you. I cut.
Next proclamation.
Are you?
And you.
Healing up. Thanks.
Healing everyone.
Helpful as
Yeah.
ever. Much thanks.
Quick, knock them off again.
That's not bad. Resisted. Nice. you doing, Vinka? Fighting this thing again from the start of the game. Whew. Right. There's someone
Still here?
amazing. I'm doing alright. This is going a lot better than I actually expected.
Formidable indeed.
Samurai.
Bridging shot. Bridging edge, sorry. I don't know why I said shot. Oh, that's proclamation. It's fine.
Quick, knock them off again! Regenerate the headwind! Here comes another round of wind attack! Legs are back to normal!
That's fine.
We only just taken them out!
We're okay. You can take the life back, it's fine. How much life does it get back? 1,000? It's not much. Okay.
Let me handle those apples!
Yeah.
Alright, leave it to me!
Let's go, Galaga!
Now it can't heal itself anymore! Don't waste your chance! Get in
Let's
there!
go!
Guard slash.
The blaze edge!
Now accept your fate.
It's me, Nightblade.
Would you finish it?
Bridging edge.
Die hard!
Fallen Axe Proclamation. Probably doing well, Vinka. Fuck off.
I see your game.
Miss two of us, repel, go one. Dickhead.
I won't hold back!
Ooh.
Flare!
Amazing.
Face me!
Easy Moon, Nightblade.
Do not relent!
Visioning those the ideas? Nice. Why did it growl in my left ear?
I've done it! Yes, I've become stronger.
The bastard got away.
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis at his full strength.
It's good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible, but don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
Still, what's our next move? The people think you a monster. We'll not find any public backing like this.
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right.
Years of prejudice don't go away overnight. Nothing could accomplish that. But if we don't believe things can change, they never will.
Come what may, my life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
Doesn't look like I'm done.
We fight him together.
Yes, by our efforts, we will stop Luis's reign.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
Lost too many lives along this journey. And if Luis has his way with the world, such partings would come all too often, all too common. We have to stop him.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
Looking forward to the victory song.
Well, we've got bigger things to worry about now.
Okay, so he is talking in an American accent this time, for some reason.
I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Your mother. She loved your father and you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, you cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions. After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, you'll have to face them yourself. The world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
I wish I could say both here, but
thank you for everything.
Our final battle lies ahead. We cannot lose. Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the Gauntlet Runner for today, and advance to the royal capital tomorrow.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? I was convinced we'd been together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met. The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory.
Why are you bothering me reading?
But my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real. Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Stay beside me forever.
Wow. When you put it like that, you're gonna make me blush.
I like that he woke up and just immediately started having fun with shit. Having overcome her trial, I can sense newfound conviction from Gallica, both as an ally and a friend.
The mystical fairy, Gallica. She who still keeps the virtues of the mage. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound
Yeah, my hair's white.
powers,
It turns out I'm the prince.
work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
So from what I understand, because of the prince's desire to live,
Tomorrow in front of us, and I'm gonna lead the way.
the magic that he had in him and conviction to want to live created a person, which was the character I was. And now I'm back in my body, essentially. Fused, you could say. Fused. Woo! Master. Look. I'm gonna check both those out.
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
This is the magic music that Gallica cast for me once. Now that I think about it, it may have helped me in ways I didn't realize.
By the way, the chiefess told me something about your novel.
Yeah, essentially.
Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid.
Wait, a simpler way of putting this is like, you know the last episode of Steven Universe? Where he like, meets himself and then fuses with himself? It's kind of like that. Except the other version of me is like dead/comatose. And then I found myself after my dead self woke up from being free from a curse. And then while the village was attacked around him, fell on the blade of an attacker while protecting his friends. Yeah, the prince was me all along. That's why we look so similar.
I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. What they hoped for you, I guess. I suppose you'll have to find out for yourself.
Worst off, I'm not even mad at it. I actually really like it. I think it was fun. They spun it the whole time. And that also explains why my character that I was playing doesn't have any child memories. Like, at all. This book is the legacy of my parents. The late King Uchronia and the Queen of the Unsanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted in this book wasn't really a fantasy. The ideas of the old world passed down in a sanctum.
The part we're reading today.
Listen, this game got so many twists.
The last chapter.
It's just a cheese knot.
It's about the ruler of this ideal world. Let's read it together. The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, there are innumerable obstacles to overcome. Yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. There's a little more. However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
A true utopia can never be achieved. The so-called utopia depicted within this novel was based on the old world, but it fell into ruin and was destroyed by a war. So if this book traces the trajectory of the old world, are these truly the ideals we're striving for? Oh yeah, so the book and the underbelly of the Dragon Temple are just Shinjuku, Japan. And this takes place a couple thousand years after after humans destroyed themselves in a war. Those who survived either evolved into the races and tribes that exist now, or became those big monster human things, which were essentially racked with guilt and hatred, and fell under intense magic because of that. Because the magic in this world is rooted in someone's heart's desire, I guess, and the strength of that desire, and their emotions, essentially. Which I think, honestly, I think it did pretty good writing it all up. I would have never thought of any of these ideas. It seems rather the opposite.
So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself. Lady Cruaday mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village. And little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Luis. His values are radical and cruel, but he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even. But we can't lose either. For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way.
Even if I were to win the throne, there's no guarantee my idealistic vision would ever become a reality.
Right.
And yet, what choice is there but to believe in them? Fight on. The alternative is to accept that nothing will change.
You've got the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself. And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
After discussing the novel and our ideals with Gallica, I closed my eyes. Hey, more! It seems I've been summoned by more in a dream.
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny. As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used, even in ancient times. An archetype whose existence was only theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be elder was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety. And archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
The foremost fate? I'm not really sure, but for me to be me, and for you to be you?
Welcome back.
Or something like that.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to. And once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again as a prince. Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler, not as an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You have taken control of your life. You are ready to rule your very self. That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks.
Indeed, 'tis his hands that bear our fate.
Who? I remember. I know that I know this voice. Had I forgotten it all this time?
I did too.
Yes. I swear I've heard it before. And I let it slip from my mind.
I did too enjoy my character being like a regular citizen, as opposed to being from royalty. But I only respect royalty when it's actually done something to serve the people. And that's what he's done, even in death/comatose. So I can't hate this royal for wanting to be king to protect the people as opposed to rule the people. You know what I mean? Like his morals and direction are just and make sense and do help the society as a whole. I agree. The story would have been about not being from a higher place, and now he is, which, yeah, it throws things, but I also rather the fact that he's at least royalty and then created a version of himself that he ideally wanted for himself, acted in a way that supported everyone, and then was like, I'll become king if that means protecting people.
Who are you?
It's fun. I like it.
Voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
Are you? Could you be?
As for you, I bid thee awaken. Move onward to thy final ordeal. Take thy place at the final proving of the ascension of kings.
Okay. My consciousness faded away and I was sent back to my sleep. I'm reminded that Moore was the author of the fantasy novel. Has Moore visited the ancient Elden Sanctum?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh my god, they updated the phone. That's so cool. Oh, this is a vibe. I'm fucking with it. This is high fantasy. This is high fantasy to me. And not in a way that's like reductionary. It's actually just really cool shit.
Preparations are just about set. Now that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
All this royalty? I always felt they lived in a different world to the likes of me. Never figured I'd be walking alongside one myself.
'Tis proof that bloodline decides nothing. We are one people living in a shared world.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final words you want to say?
Don't get reckless out there.
It falls to us to fight with all our might.
Damn right.
About the new stuff you've felt and learned since becoming the prince. Can I ask you one more thing? Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
I want to protect this country and its people.
'Tis the answer I hoped for.
See how he didn't say my country and my people? Amazing. Great. It's all, that's
As your
all
knight,
they need.
I will
It's
ever
so simple.
serve you with all my soul and ability.
Well, I guess this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
Alright.
Let's move.
You see?
Let's go back. Without all in Grand Trad would give us a warm reception. Still, we should choose not to fight them. Luis's victims only part higher.
Yeah.
Easy to say will help anyone, but doing it's a whole other thing. All the more reason we've got to prove we're serious by putting our lives on the line. We'll lead by example. Besides, it won't be the first time we've crawled our way up from the bottom.
After having made so many sacrifices, the group has gained new powers and ascertained new truths. Their arch-enemy, Luis, already has one hand on the throne. Even so, they march ever forward, spirits rekindled by battle. They head to Grand Trad, for the fight is far from over.
That Eldon boy is nowhere to be found. I suppose it's only a matter of time until Luis takes the throne.
Speaking of which, I don't see the general.
The voice of the pro-Luis faction became too overwhelming. He was ultimately forced out of his position. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Luis alone is reaping the benefits?
The public mind is the same as it's always been. It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas, what can we do?
Can you imagine Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Who are you?
Just a passing wastrel. Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area. You might have one way to survive.
Yeah, the portraits are amazing.
Well then, let us depart.
Lord Luis, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag.
Maybe a
I
prick,
killed
but he
the
serves
prince in
faith.
the Elven
Like, he
village.
serves abs.
Confirmed his death. Yet, it appears the
love his
new
outfit.
candidate has merged with his corpse. It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Yeah, it's always back.
Yes, and what's more,
resurrected.
the boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Lord Luis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you? Yeah, I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
We'll soon be arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
Come on, any takers? Any bets for the other candidates? Remember, if Luis loses, a silver coin could turn into mountains of Reef.
What are you trying to say? You think Count Luis is going to lose?
Oh, no, of course not. I'll just say.
I'll call that bet. All in on His Highness the Prince.
Damn.
A Sanctus bigwig gambling away his tides? This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left.
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news? The times we live in, I tell you.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Luis was selling about the prince. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire thing?
Oi, churchman! You saying Count Luis lied to us? You think he cast some big illusion?
Yup.
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one after another? Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
Bro, it's stirring
Easy
hot.
to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman? Maybe someone needs to shut you up.
All right. Let's keep things civil, eh? No sense becoming a monster yourself.
Oi! What's all this fuss about? Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just like Forden.
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been sighted near the capital, after all.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad. Not normal, I say.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us. Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace. What are we about to see?
Question. Real fucking question. I haven't even taken a break, I just noticed. I am very intrigued.
The royal palace. It's been a while. Do you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey.
It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change, and I will provide it.
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
He's in the Fresnel
Consume
shader.
yourself a god. Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the people can use it? Listen well, O king. The truth behind the royal magic. Huh. So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words, if I took hold of it now, then I would have the power to change the world itself.
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
Good question.
Thou wert elder.
You were not always blind to this country's rot. When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew the passion in your heart.
Okay.
And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country? You cannot stop me any longer, nor can anyone else. Save one lone possibility.
Snatching victory from the maw of catastrophe, the party descends again on the royal capital, Grand Trad. But they are greeted only by ominous skies. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they departed. Anticipating conflict, the Gauntlet Runner comes to a quiet stop.
What the hell's wrong with the sky?
Isn't that... Oi! That monster boy's come back! Ah, that's why the sky's grown so hellish. The half-dead bastard returns with his head held high.
A more aggressive welcome than I expected. Would any introductions help them to understand?
It's useless. Words are cheap. Still, we should walk with pride instead of trying to keep our heads down.
True enough.
His Royal Highness, the Prince, returns! Luis distorted his form through strange and terrible magics, but the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored!
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why in His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
Because he's an imposter! Just like Count Luis said! You'll not fool us again, beast!
Oi, calm down. At least listen.
And you! Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Luis, even the thick one. He took in a parapus like you, and you spit on him. Scum! Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam. And you want us to support the prince?
Lady Juna, I can't believe this. I admired you. Why would you risk dying alongside some fake prince?
I don't intend
on dying with anyone. Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood? Now you're with this pack of throne chasers. Shame! Shame!
Mustari girl! You ungrateful pagan! Count Luis brought down the Sanctus Church for you!
How dare you strike out at him?
They're all traitors, I say!
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them. Every one of them's only concerned with their own emotions and nothing else.
We'll have your heads on pike soon enough. Leave! Get out of our royal capital!
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them ourselves. How about it?
This is bad. They really are out for our blood. Has everyone gone insane?
Oi, over here! Don't bother with them! No talking this one out. You need to run, now!
Okay.
We weren't away from the city that long. What happened? Why are all the people so bloodthirsty now?
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a person.
No, that's not...
I know, it's not true. But truth and how it appears to the citizens are different beasts. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to danger, so they've become suspicious of each other. How fares your neighbor? Do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Are questions on the tip of every tongue. Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, and nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him if push comes to shove.
So, at the core of it, people are scared witless and they cling to Luis as a savior, rather than the devil he is.
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. No amount of wealth or standing can buy his protection. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it puts their safety at risk.
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone. And oh yeah, he can create humans, by the way.
Oh, that's all true then. I had my suspicions, but it's still a bit of a jolt. This all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the works for some time. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? The Sanctus Church bent it to its whim, and I abetted that. To my shame. Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me but anger and quips. Yeah, I'd rant and snipe and have my cynical little discourse, but I'd only looked to others for change. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing. Hard to think clear when your mind's a muddy stream.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety. Perhaps the proof is now before our eyes.
Kind of ironic. But we have to do something about it. If we don't, they'll never listen. We'll only ever be seen as an enemy.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot. Let's head there for now, shall we?
We're heading back to the Gauntlet Runner. I think it seems like the city's calmed down at least a tiny bit. I'd have a hard time wrecking our Gauntlet Runner. We still shouldn't chance it. We should make our way over to the Hushed Honeybee. Everyone else here has already gone ahead. What did this guy do? Now's the age of power. Oof. It's just like the start of the game. It's a dog? And a rat? Just chilling? Just cracking finger.
Smash it all to bits.
Alright, relax.
Everyone. I'm glad you made it
Yeah,
back in one
essentially.
piece. Since you left, Luisa's following has only grown.
So humans, as they understand it, are those big monsters that we've been fighting on and off that look kind of like humans. The humans like I am are called Elder. Yeah, it's kind of confusing, but yeah, anyway.
Have you changed? You're still the same person, aren't you?
'Tis quite a story, but it deserves explaining. I only hope you can believe us.
Alright, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I had thought all this business with declaring yourself the prince was a well-meaning bluff. But under the deception, you were, in fact, the actual prince. Is that right? Still, I mean, how do you get the whole country to believe your story? Is that even possible?
Frankly, I doubt it. We've just seen firsthand how far we'll get trying to talk the people down.
Then what will you do if this goes on?
But you're still you, yes? You came to help everyone, just like you helped me before, right?
Yes, that's right. It'll all turn out fine.
Good.
I see. So, even if no one believes you, you're still determined to settle the score with Luis head on?
Even so, the gulf between us is wider than ever. The people have all but named him their champion. With so little time, a guileless appeal to the public may fall on deaf ears.
Hard luck for the honest knight. And not much room left for civil debate now that Luis is openly advocating killing his opposition. Well, that ship sailed when the king's magic faded. Anyway, if there is a key to turning the tide, first place I'd look is the castle in the sky. You saw how violent and volatile the city folk are now, but I don't think it's as simple as fearing Luis. I've been keeping an eye on the royal capital while you were off on your jaunt through the woods. Frankly, the change in public sentiment was too sudden, unnatural. It's as if they've been collectively drained of their sanity, and if I had to guess what's causing it...
You're implying it's Luis's doing? All the eeriness in the sky. Is that because...
Don't know, but the change in the citizens is certainly odd. If something really is forcing it, that means we might still have a chance to fix it.
What Luis is doing in the royal palace, whether or not he truly desires a world overrun by humans, we won't know his mind until we confront him.
On the other hand, it may well be bait for a trap.
Trap or not, we have no other choice.
Then it's settled. Head to the royal palace and put a stop to whatever Luis is cooking up. With that Skyrunner, you're the only ones who can. And we'll fight in the ways we can too. We'll make sure the whole kingdom hears that the real prince is back after all the strife he's been through.
Indeed. If you can make things better, you might just inspire everyone to remember their own hopes and dreams. Maria's been terribly patient, waiting for you and believing in you. It'd be nice to see her smile again.
Right.
If Luis is behind all these disturbances, then stopping him will only help us in the approval ratings. If we can restore civility and rational thought, it'll pave the way to defeating Luis. Just press on with faith in that.
I'll always believe in you.
Yeah.
We'll all do our best, so you can be a good king.
Indeed. If we win, I suppose you really will be king.
We're counting on you, O King.
'Tis too late today for a grand charge, I fear. Let us take a night's rest, and on the morrow we make for the castle.
What to pick?
Stuff for tomorrow. Hey. Oh, good to know where the fairies go. I was worried. New shelf. No, let's just go to bed. I think what I'm gonna do is go to bed. Go to the castle and then see what happens. This bed is bigger and softer than the bunks in the gauntlet, right? Maybe it's time to call it a night.
Good night.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 31 days remain.
To all the people who dwell in this land.
Oh shit.
This voice? Soon, naught but 1 month will remain.
Oh shit, okay.
On the dawn of the day of the hero, the one who has inspired the greatest faith of the people shall inherit the kingdom. I bid thee forget not these words.
Wasn't expecting to wake up to such a spectacle, but I suppose that confirms it. This is where it ends.
Luis has already fortified himself behind the palace walls. Good thing we've got a Skyrunner, or it'd already be over for us.
Or perhaps it is us he has been waiting for all this time.
However disturbing the world looks now, 'tis only a prelude to the deadland Luis strives for.
Sky looks proper hellish already. And with all the humans out there, it's no wonder everyone's losing their grip.
Well, he wanted a fair world where strength decides everything. Funny how that's indistinguishable from absolute chaos.
But it's Luis who has the most support right now. And that wasn't born of deception. He broke the nation's order, and everyone knows it.
Sure enough. That's what got Ardell and I dreaming to begin with. Figured a world where the poor and weak get trampled on was a world worth breaking. Come to think of it, what do we all stand for, really?
Maybe hope.
A little broad, don't you think? I don't really know what everyone's talking about, but everyone who's seen you and your friends say you're amazing. You make them really, really happy. Because, you know, you've got all the tribes in your team. Everyone's different, but you keep working together and doing great. You're so cool.
A fair point. You're quite right, Maria. It is a hard thing
It's
to
all
word,
support I need,
so
to be honest.
Forgive my fumbling, but perhaps 'tis a matter of standing for something Luis does not believe exists. We must prove that it does.
If you keep on believing in what you want, and you keep on working hard for it, it will come true.
That's right, love. I can think of plenty of people who would be much happier if they took a page from your book.
I see now. This is surely the essence of true magic.
Best of luck, Your Highness. After all those speeches about taking the throne, it'll be awfully irresponsible to go dying on us now.
Luis claims victory, everyone will be sacrificed in his wake. We have to prevent that from happening. Whatever Luis is doing in that royal palace has to be stopped as soon as possible. It's up to us to do it.
Right, thank you. Well, we'd best keep an eye on the calendar. The king's deadline was the dawn of the day of the hero, so we've got until the day before.
Okay.
And that won't be the end of things either. Even if people come to their senses, it would amount to nothing if Luis sits upon the throne. Personally, I think we should prioritize our main objective here. I'm sure we'd get it done, but we have to make sure we have at least one day to spare before the day of the hero.
We've got a few days left, so...
A few days?
It's up to you how we spend them.
She's not able to get politics, but she's able to read the room. I agree. Very small child. Oh, they've got dread. Yeah.
So Luis is hiding in the floating royal palace here. We have to stop him. I won't accept King Luis. That's...
Everyone's under dread.
There's a runner.
Had to beat the shit out of this guy, that's for sure.
They'll face danger here.
Dread.
Which one?
Dread.
This place.
Light. Jesus Christ, can't go anywhere.
Let's put an end to this.
Days left 30. Okay. What's we got right now? Absolutely sure you have everything you need.
Smash it all to bits.
Excuse me?
Okay. How many follow requests? 20 degrees, there's even the temperature. Yeah. It's actually really good. I think it's pretty well detailed. I need more...
Luis is the only one left.
Eloquence. I know it for a fact.
Luis rightfully ought to be king.
You know what? Fuck it. Leave him. Whatever problems are going on right now, not my problem. La 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 la.
Luis rightfully ought to be king.
Relax. In these screens, swagged out. Who gonna stop me? Nobody.
What is there to be done? I guess it's over.
Guess we can make this.
All right then.
Okay, so I can work on my eloquence.
Guess there's nothing to be done about it. Luis is the only one left.
What is there to be
This
done?
place.
This place.
Need to work on my eloquence, that's for sure. Those guys, my doing? I do shit.
Please listen. But you having a
This guy's Luis is doing.
All right.
Come on.
Well then.
I'm probably gonna do that again. just to get some more eloquence, and then I can help. Juna, hello. I'm gonna help Juna. I'm gonna then get up my eloquence, and then I'm gonna help Yufa. I just want everyone up to snuff, essentially. And then we can possibly finish it on Monday next week. It's kind of a pleasant rush. Okay, cool. Worried about the threat?
You know,
With a full imagination, which is a successful future. Yeah. Jeez, it's so positive. You're right. You know? I feel like I can do this. There's no point worrying about something that hasn't happened, after all. I'll conquer this anxiety. Then I'll ensure this goes off without a hitch. They don't call me the songstress for nothing.
Now then.
Shall we head to Bral Haven, where the festival's being held? Let's go!
Thanks!
I've got nothing to fear with you there. I'll give the best performance I've ever given. You better. I'll take nothing less. It's no time, so many guests.
Incredible.
That's the appeal of world-famous songstress for of the world-famous songstress for you.
Right.
Isn't it though? Look at you, I'm quite the charmer.
Hey.
Anyway, the stage is covered in erica flowers. I'm done for. Today you're an escort and a bodyguard. If you see Myrtus, stop her.
Oh.
Stars in a crowd, Lady Junior. It's nothing like I've ever seen. Which guy is it? Oh, it's him. Ah, that's good. You haven't seen anything yet.
Excuse me?
Well, I must apologize if I'm not just the plot. I thought comfort might be the way to go. Come now, no need for apologies. You're beautiful in everything you wear. And on that note, we'll be on soon. Are you ready? Let's go.
That's...
Oh, I don't mean to alarm you, but I did see Myrtus in the crowd. She looked pensive. I hope she isn't planning anything, untoward.
It'll be fine.
I'll take care of it.
What a relief.
You're indeed a reliable porter. Thank you. Enjoy, baby. June's performance ended without incident and was a roaring success. But as for Myrtus, probable, absolutely inexcusable.
Oh.
You're stopping off, are you?
Listen.
I won't do anything if you don't do anything. Don't worry. I'm putting this behind me. I did get a basket of them ready, you know. We weren't even in season, so it was a real struggle to even get that many. I don't think I'm feeling it. Hearing her sing shook me to my core. Reminded me that I've got a soul too. I think I'm still shaking. Have you looked at the crowd? Really studied their faces? They're over the moon. Wouldn't be off as many like this if it'd been me up there.
I was in the wrong.
And for what it's worth, I'm sorry about the dress. I'll bet they would have loved to see her all proper done up. This is goodbye then. I think I'll head down to the countryside. Give my regards to the songstress.
Well?
Whew. Did you see the crowd? Everyone looks so happy out there. This is why I do what I do. For a view of a sea of smiles, stage the best seat in the house. And not an erica flower in sight. I'm on top of the world right now, except for being positively parched. A warm beverage with my compliments, Lady Juna.
Thanks.
Thank you, so considerate.
Wait!
Don't drink that. Silence, interloper. What happened? What's going on? Alright then. Glad to hear it. That man, he was mumbling something about sanctism and Luis and something or other. Guess you just stand in the crowd. You stand out in the crowd.
Hey.
Is your throat alright? No, it suddenly started hurting a lot. Myrtus? Hey, Capra, come help us. I hope Myrtus will be alright. I didn't like that cough. The drink that man tried to give me was I his target then, and Myrtus. I didn't see it either. Yeah, and if Myrtus didn't step in, I'd really be in trouble. Lady Juna, are you safe? Myrtus has come too, but she won't speak a word. Certainly not an easy woman to deal with, is she? I also apprehended the culprit. He seems to be foiled in an attempt to ruin your throat. The water he offered to give you was a powerful poison. Goodness, I'm glad everyone made it out unscathed.
No way!
Matt is supposed to breathe into those toxins. What? That could mean that's why she isn't speaking? The authorities said the poison was extracted from erica flowers, and the antidote is created by boiling its own leaves. Still, who would know which leaves to pick? If the erica flowers aren't in bloom, then the leaves look like any other plant. I know all about erica flowers, and I can tell their leaves from others. I know they're blue too.
Well then.
The only thing we can do is go pick them.
Yes.
Ah yes, I suppose you're right. We have to. I have to go. I have to help. I can't stand by as the person who just saved me wastes away.
Please.
Please help me. I want to help Mertis, but I can't do this alone. Please come help me save her. I sense June's deep trust in me. You.
It's just a pretty flower.
I can't just take off right now. I need to sort things out first. I will go, but I need some time to know. Some time I know we're short on. It's fine. We're alright. I returned with the others with downcast Juna in tow. I feel like I've gotten support from Juna's devotees thanks to Juna's increased faith in me. Okay. So between now and
the day of the hero draws near, which shall
Tuesday,
see the crowning of a new king.
I'll give it Tuesday and Wednesday.
Days remain.
But yeah, I think Tuesday we could actually finish the game.
Got it?
Yeah, the starts on the dawn of October 27th. You do have to consider covering your approval rating. I'm on it.
Speaking of which,
realistically until October 25th. That was only about the Opera House, the renovations, everything goes in place there. Hot Spring and Alterbury. He's so happy about that. Okay. Alright. I'm actually gonna go and do Eloquence again. And do whatever we have to do within the evening. His voice? Denny!
Shall we?
Very important. What? I didn't even know I could talk to a Denny. How do I do it?
Alright then, let's go.
Sorry, I didn't expect Denny to come up, but he did.
Preparations.
Now then.
How far do you fly her? You're going?
It's your call.
Okay, Island, let's go.
Move.
Damn, shit was crazy. I do love the music in this era.
It was all in vain.
I usually feel kind of iffy about like vocally focused music when it comes to like anime games type shit, but they really blew out the wall with this one. Let's deal with them fairies.
It's time.
Hey, Danny. Hello.
Hello there.
I apologize for bringing this up at a time like this, but I have something I thought I should tell you. Lately, I've been searching through some old histories to review our food traditions, and I discovered something about a set of towers sketched throughout the country.
Whoa!
Tower? That one place, right? Yeah, we're familiar. How is that so? Then that makes things simpler. According to the books we've read, when turmoil rocks the world of men, a sign will appear in these towers 3. 3 trials, the 3 towers. Upon the hero who proves thrice worthy a forbidden power that has been sealed away in this world will be bestowed. Essentially, these towers will appear, each with their own trial. And then whoever conquers them will obtain some kind of great unprecedented power. The nature of the power is unknown. However, judging by the description of worthy hero, I sense these trials not only sheer strength, but honor and other like qualifications. And the trials seek to test if one is worthy of power, and overcoming it confers one with honor. Somehow it reminds me of royal magic. I tried to think about what could happen if Luis obtained it. I would much prefer it in your hand, but what do you think of it? Will you undertake these trials?
What will you do?
One tower is apparently south of our island here. It's called the Spire of Blind Faith, and it's known by some of the islanders. For precise information, you'd best ask the informant. I hear there's a monster that's taken up residence there, so it might not hurt to go in with a bit more protection.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
Okay. Definitely need to.
Thank you.
I might do that one on Monday as well. Considering how often Mistari who leave the island struggle, I often employ them as my eyes and ears when I need outside information. Things as they are in the world, I'm sure they won't be hard to find. Seek them out in more populated towns. To be frank, I believe these trials will be dangerous ones. Books even say countless are those who have lost their lives. But I believe if anyone can overcome it, it's you. That's why I wanted to inform you of it so urgently.
I'll see you again.
Heroes of our island, I pray for your good fortune in battle. And I hope this legend turns out to be a mighty power that you can use for the good of the world. Alright. Don't mind.
Whatever should I do?
Let's go in here, let's talk to the informant, let's do some eloquence, talk to whoever we need to talk to at night.
Be a single good option. Fancy a bit of
Trial.
Cheers.
Flames of plastic repair. Fall for exaltation. Shall life that turn to ash. Okay.
Come again anytime.
Fire protection, use ice. Cool. Okay. At least she still has supporters here. Not being weird with her. That's increase my eloquence.
What's the world coming? Can't see a single good option here.
I may end the stream in like 10-ish minutes. But we'll see what happens.
Besides,
Gonna give another speech. Don't care what happens outside our village.
Yes.
I'm protecting the sorry tribe from discrimination by guaranteeing your rights.
Now then.
At least I didn't lie. Yeah.
eloquence.
Give me that. Ooh, I am low on money. I'm gonna grind the fuck out for the next few days. Jesus Christ. Alcons supposed to talk. Please. No, I don't want to talk to you, man. Ugh. So many bad people. Regia. Gimme. Where's Vinka? Vinka, where are you? She's here. Well, the world seems a far cry from how it used to. But somehow that light in your eyes is still the same. You're a funny one, boy. I've been waiting for you. I'd like to speak with you about a decision I've made. Do you have room in your busy diary for me? Always.
Thank you.
Honestly, I was thinking about closing up shop for good, but I see we have one last item of business for today. You didn't notice? 2 children have been following you. They have igniters. I imagine they're here for me.
Brigitte!
You two. I saw you at the village.
So you remember us? What a shame, right? I bet you didn't think you left any survivors, right? Everyone we know is dead! You killed them!
I see. So, you're here for revenge. Is that it?
You've got it wrong. The church was the one that did this to you.
What are you talking about? The Sanctus told me all about it. They said you set the whole village on fire. That's why they gave me this igniter. They said killing isn't wrong when you're punishing the wicked.
I see. You. My apologies. But I'd appreciate if you didn't interfere. No matter what happens.
That depends on what happens.
No. No matter what happens. Please. This is your first time killing someone, I take it. I hate to break it to you, but you should have finished the job without saying anything. You realize you just gave yourself away.
God, she's so
Now
cool.
I might dodge. That's a chance at survival I didn't have before. Might easily be enough to turn the tables and kill you. And what's the exit plan after you've done the deed? How do you get out of the city before they find my corpse? Or did the Sanctus forget to mention these details? The church thought they'd use you to kill me. That? Or they were hoping I'd kill you?
No! You're lying!
If you don't have it in you, then I suggest you save your revenge.
You're not fooling us!
It's a painful thing to live your whole life running away, carrying your sins on your back. If you ask me, it might even be harder than killing someone. You'll watch me die again whenever you close your eyes. You'll smell my blood, hear the rasp of my final breaths, see my eyes cloud. Again and again and again.
And I won't
That's
let
what
that
lies
happen.
down this road. It's a dark path to walk, alone, with the weight of your despair. Your heart won't let you trust again, nor will it let anyone save you. But you still have time to turn back.
There's nowhere left for us to go.
I've prepared living spaces at my research facility. They're meant to give people like you a safe home.
What? What are you talking about? You think we trust you?
I know how easy it is to lose all your peace and hope in an instant. And now that you've seen that firsthand, I can't fault you for doubting me. But just once, just one more time, I want you to think of your future and get the help you need. It's a hard thing to crawl up out of hell. But the first step is having the courage to believe.
But if I lived in your place, you'd just kill me!
If I wanted to kill you, I'd have done it already. I'm not saying you have to trust me right away. Believe me, I have a hard enough time trusting people myself. But isn't this what you two really want? to believe in people and believe in your own happiness.
Sorry, give me a moment. Boom, bang, bip.
Thank you. I'll show you the way to the research facility now. That took incredible bravery, you two. I can already tell you have a better life than mine ahead of you. A more peaceful and gentle future, greater than anything we could imagine, is about to dawn.
They really cooked with this game, like, so hard. It's so good. It didn't have to be what it is.
The two of them fell asleep as soon as they found their room. Must have been the first sleep they'd had in days. Can't imagine how nervous they must have been. We have to protect them. We can't let this place be destroyed. Suppose that means I can't afford to close down the shop just yet. I'll keep selling igniters for now. But I'll only stock models with limiters, meant to dampen their destructive force. And I'll offer a bargain for the people to trade in non-limited igniters towards buying my wares.
Hell yeah.
Against the church's campaign, it'll barely make a difference. But it'll buy some time until you take the throne, right?
That's smart. But I expected no less.
Well, once your heart's set on something, your brain tends to follow suit. It's a small gesture, at best. A pretense at change. But it's enough. As long as it can give those children a little hope. I trust you to brighten our world. Give it the surge of hope it needs. Take the throne and lead us forward.
I want that hope to come from the both of us.
Ah, right. Now I'm in the thick of this research. I can't exactly dismiss this as someone else's problem anymore. So we'll take on the job together. May the flame of hope burn ever brighter. And...
Damn right.
May the light of that torch pierce the world's dark. May it reach the crying and the suffering and save them. I vow to stand by your side. I'll find ways to be useful to you.
You're useful just being alive,
of telling the truth. I built igniters into a shell around my life. On the inside, I figured I had nothing. I was nothing. Just a hollow parody of a person. But even knowing how weak I really am, you refused to abandon me. Thanks to you, I've come to know hope again. So I'll believe in that hope and try to live my life to the fullest. That's my decision, and I'll stick by it. Thank you, young man, for giving me the courage to live again.
I feel Brigida's determination to live a new way of life, as well as her unwavering trust in me.
The trader and iconoclast Brigitta,
Yeah.
keeper and heritor of the merchant's virtues. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can now play as Tycoon, and I can inherit 4 things. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
No doubt there are countless people out there suffering, enduring unimaginable pains at this very moment. But you can show them that their world is not a living hell. Not when you have your own vision for it. I'll be waiting for the day it comes true.
Voice actor cooked. Brigida and I spent a long time in earnest, open discussion. Thanks to Brigida's further endorsement in me, all the merchants in the country now support me. I know that's right.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 29 days remain.
Yay.
Speaking of...
Price switching resources and goes west abandoned path. We'll check if there's bounty for that, and then deal with Yufa's thing, and then hopefully in the evening we'll get to do Juna's thing. But we'll see what happens.
We ought to proceed with caution.
I shall.
Yes!
Smash it all to bits! Luis is the only one left.
Oh, we are doing amazingly.
Smash it all to bits!
I'll deal with you later. Gotta go to the church. Gotta give money to the church. Oh god.
You.
Did you?
Huh. I guess he runs this now.
Closure.
What?
Anyway. Weirdo. Why does it seems to go back and forth, which is interesting. Not entirely sure why. Let's increase this. Oh, I don't have much money. Damn. I definitely need to grind off stream. Jesus Christ. La la la.
I guess it's over then. That's enough out of you, yeah?
Okay. Yeah, whatever. Ooh, there's 3 of them. Amazing.
That's a rough.
I'll take all 3. Yep. Okay.
Let's do it.
No deadline. It's a high rank mission. Gives them more courage. Oh. I was wondering why. There wasn't one
danger here.
in that area. Okay. To us.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's see here. This place.
Definitely gonna be going to all these off stream.
That's a rough. Let's do it.
Big bug. I was wondering why that was there. I was like, there's no way they didn't use that space. Okay. Now I've accepted all those, I am going to talk to Yufa, and we are going to investigate what's going on in that fucking church in Brylehaven.
That's enough out of you, yeah?
Shut up.
Why, you little... Well, I guess that's the end of it.
You fucked. These guys are there. Yep.
That's
oh, wait. Sneak in. I was able to convince Yufa to break into the church with my overflowing eloquence. All the magma's red. It's so crazy. Let's go.
Thank you very much.
Good. No one's around.
Yes?
This Dr. Magla feels fainter than I did before. Why would that be? Maybe because no one's around?
That's surely right. Time to go!
Let's go down in the basement. I truly hope everything's alright. I haven't seen from that child in a while.
Oh.
Isn't anyone here? Where have they gone?
Actually...
Look what I found. I think Hyperic must have written this. It's an entry from June. Their illnesses are steadily worsening. I pray and pray, but it's not enough. I know it is my fault. Well, one can't call Hyperic an uncaring man, but how he takes responsibility for this strange illness. The most recent entry says, prayer's not enough. Faith is not enough. It's because the devil dwells in their hearts, the fools. Illness is a punishment from God. His wrath will spread throughout the country. We must beg his forgiveness. When this land saturated with his fury, I and the other believers will offer up our flesh. Is he sacrificing them? We beseech thee, O God, to forgive our sins, Claudre.
Is this perhaps...
I can't believe this. Hyperic has taken the parishioners. Where'd he go? Where in the world has he taken them? What do you mean by this land saturated by his fury?
Oh.
Wait a second. Here it is mentioned they're going to throw themselves into a volcano.
That can't be.
Maybe he means the main Sanctus Temple in Altabury. I think so because look at the illustration of that mountain. World Volcano is inscribed in its northern side. Who's there?
What are you doing?
Ovi. We found where your mother is and everyone else too. It's just that it's quite far.
Liar, you're just going to try and trick me. He said the pagans like you're all liars. Why'd you take Mama? Oh, you know Mama's sick. You're awful.
No. The one who took your mother was Hyperic. I'm going to leave Hyperic's journal here. Please, someday when you're feeling like a big, strong girl, have someone read it to you.
It's all right.
By the way, Ovi, I haven't forgotten my promise to teach you that dance. After I find your mother, let's practice, shall we?
That's a lie.
I know it must be hard for you to believe, Ovi. People can lose sight of the truth if they believe in something too strongly. But I want you to know that it really was a joy to have met you. Please don't think I lie when I say this.
Alright, fuck off.
Al, please come with me. I want to stop Hyperic.
Please, you must.
As far away as it is, we can't pass through the mountains. We could fly there. We should hurry. We should get there as quickly as possible.
Yes, indeed.
It's It seems he's using the Gauntlet Runner belonging to the Sanctus Church. Judging by the date written in his journal, he may be arriving there soon. Havik seems serious, but also quite sensitive. I think it was the Magla that made him lose touch with reality.
That means...
It reminds me of when I believed I could be sacrificed. I should be sacrificed. And that gives me all the more reason to stop him, at any cost.
I must.
So please, Al, keep helping me. I draw much from your strength. I could sense you for strong determination in that, and her immense trust in me. Yes!
Now, a new...
Oh, I can level up her summoner thing. That's all I wanted from this. I'm also stuck.
Something only I
Devil
am
Summoner.
capable of.
That's crazy. Interesting. Okay, I'm into this. I'm into this. Devil Summoner. Ugh.
This is the place.
The place mentioned in this journal is so far away. I worry for them and what they might be thinking of doing. It might be difficult to turn this tide. I truly believe we can help.
This one's important.
Tavern in Diofranco and Altabury. Cool.
That's where you want to go. This place.
She says that in such a way of like, are you sure you want to go there?
Let us hurry there.
We'll certainly make our way there. What should I be in? Let's talk to you.
Yep.
Please.
It's okay.
Look at my trials. Don't have enough money. That's crazy. How's Liam?
Hey.
Interesting. Don't worry about it. You seem to enjoy it. Enjoy the game, so I want to share the experience, you know?
Let's go.
Makes things fun. What? Ugh. I want to talk to Alonzo. I don't know if they'll talk to me right now. Yeah, that's fair. I don't want to talk to Alonzo. I need to get my tolerance higher. I need to get all of my shit higher. Thinking about it, I think I might actually stop now. I'll get all my things higher, and we can possibly deal with all of the internal conflicts on Monday. Since you know, I'm gonna have to, you know, train everyone up.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I already have a shitload of mags, so I don't mind
Of course.
training them. Okay.
It seems I've grown.
Yes, you have. Gauntlets. Who else? Nope. I had to increase my friendship with Basilio so he can get that. Izme is already at his final level. Already at final level. Already at final level. I have my final level with Soul Hacker. I need to level up Prince stuff. Let me see. Screw it. Alright, so.
Let's see.
Best bet to head into the wilds, find yourself a deep, dank labyrinth, or just Scott runs facilities and anything else. Cool.
What now?
Now we really progressed. Let's do this. Cool. Right. This is all so exciting. Anyway, hope you all had a great time. I've very much been enjoying this. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Make sure you eat, drink, sleep, take any medication, supplements for you, and take care of yourself and those around you. My usual stream schedule is Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be aiming to complete this either Tuesday or Wednesday. We could probably make Tuesday just kind of a casual day where I do some grinding and do the side missions as well as like stories, or I could just go through the final end of the story on Tuesday. We'll see what happens. My usual VOD uploads are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 7 p.m. GMT. Alright, I'll see you guys next week. Take care of yourselves.